Okay, so we're going to look at some 6th grade social studies. It's a map again. So the maps I don't need to help you a whole lot with. I'm just going to label the larger ones because I'm kind of blind anyway. I would need a magnifying glass to do this. So I'm just going to help you with the big ones and then you'll have to do the rest. Okay, so just out of perspective, this right here is really what you see here. So I'm just going to move that part over. And then this is going to be Tasmania. And the goal is to get as much as you can. And then over here, I'm just going to do like the countries and like the big areas that I can get. Let's see. Oh, this is all Australia, so I'm going to label this. Okay, I'm going to do Melbourne, which it looks like it's right here on this thing here. If you watch 90 Days Fiancé, you'll see Melbourne on there. Alright, Sydney looks like it's somewhere up in here. And then Brisbane. This looks like Queensland. This is the Northern Territory. Western Australia. South Australia. Perth looks like it's over here. Oh, this is Victoria. Wait, I'll make sure I get it right. Yes, this is Victoria right here. And then this is New South Wales. Okay, so I did the major points for you. You've got the Indian Ocean. It's all just copying, so you can take care of that as much as you can see, as much as you can get. Got the Coral Sea. This is still the Indian Ocean here. Tasman Sea. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get a piece of paper and we're going to go ahead and do some sentences from here. We're going to do 6th grade Social Studies, May 18th, and I'm going to put my name on it. You might have room on your packet, like on the back of a page somewhere, like even on the back here maybe. If you write pretty small, you can probably do that, but I like to do it on paper. Okay, adaptation is the process of adjusting to the surrounding conditions. So let's say you moved there, or somebody you know, let's say Gina's dog had to learn adaptation to survive the Western outback. Okay, so you can do different things. I'm just giving you ideas. If you want to write what I'm writing, that's okay too. Modification is the process of changing the environment. Planting trees is a way of modification. Yeah, let's figure this out here. Planting trees is a way of making a modification to a desert. If you've studied Australia at all, you know that about half of it is like deserty, like around, like deserty, like here deserty. Maybe a little more than here deserty. I know I've watched a couple shows. It looks like here. So it's probably a little drier than here, but it looks like here. All right, continental islands. Island formed by tectonic plate movement that caused the rising and folding of the ocean floor. I'm going to assume that Tasmania is a continental island. So I'm going to put Tasmania. Actually, the whole Australia could be that way. Is a continental island. Actually, Australia is. It's a continent. Okay, sorry. Number 4, continental shelf, a portion of the continent that is submerged under the ocean and gradually slopes away from the continent. There is a continental shelf off of Australia. Okay, 5, barrier islands. I don't know if they've listed them on here. I know they have barrier islands. Great Barrier Reef right here. It's islands formed by sand deposited by sea currents on the continental shelf. I don't know. Doesn't say. Let's see. Barrier Islands. There are barrier islands near Australia? Okay, how about that? We have barrier islands. We have North and South Padre Islands. Those are barrier islands. So we can even put that here if you want. Off the Texas coast. And those do certain, they're formed by the sand, but they also protect the coast. Off the Texas coast. Okay, number 6. Atoll, a circular shaped island that is formed from a coral reef. So there's got to be atolls in that Great Barrier Reef. So we're going to say there are atoll islands in the Great Barrier Reef. Okay, number 7, ozone, gaseous layer around the Earth's atmosphere that blocks harmful rays from the sun. The ozone layer is very important to human life. Number 8, outback and arid inland areas of the Australian continent. Arid inland areas of Australia. Oh yeah, the outback. We already talked about the outback over here. The outback is like South Texas, but maybe a little drier. Huh. I think almost all of Australia reminds me of what Texas is like. So just, it's like a giant Texas. But a little drier. Okay, and number 9, Aboriginal. Those are an adjective that describes anyone from the indigenous group anywhere. So the Aboriginal people of Western Australia still live in the old way. Okay, let's see. That's that. And that takes care of your 6th grade social studies for this week.